Hello, hello to everybody here. It's Teresa Sanderson. Today we're talking about how can nurses take care of their mental health when they're working during the holiday season. So as you pop in today, please feel free to say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. And also, I want to thank you for being here. As we're smack dab in the month of December, we are creeping up on the Christmas holiday and also the New Year holiday. And so you and I know healthcare is 24/7, so nurses are working the holiday season. And many times this can be kind of anxiety provoking. It can cause some stress because nurses are trying to balance between their work obligations and what they would like to be doing with their families. May cause some emotional distress, some sadness, definitely a fear of missing out, right? You got that FOMO going on. What's happening at my house, when I'm working? So let's just talk about how can nurses take care of their own mental health when they're working the holiday. And there are a few key strategies that you may use as a nurse. And if you don't know it yet, I am a major depression thriver. I'm also a nurse, been in nursing for more than 30 years. And so I have experienced major depression and I have made my way to wonderful recovery. So talking about mental health is something that's near and dear to my heart. But I believe, number one, I would encourage you to set boundaries and manage expectations, even your own expectations. So it's going to be important to, if you're working the holiday, whether that's Christmas or the New Year or New Year's Eve or perhaps Hanukkah, then it's going to be important that you set boundaries around what you do outside of that obligation, right? Because that work obligation is already going to be taxing on its own. Your mind is going to be trying to make sense of, how can I pull this together in my mind so that it's doable, so that it doesn't cause me undue stress or anxiety or anything like that, right? So I want to encourage you to set boundaries and not take on any additional responsibilities or obligations during that time unless they're absolutely necessary, okay? It's important to manage your own expectations and know that, yes, you can do a lot of things, but you cannot do everything. And so having an idea in your mind's eye of what can you expect from your shift at work, how might that go, and managing your expectations around that, and then also managing your expectations around what you are able to do with your family when you are off, okay? Because again, if you're tired from having worked or have your concerns about working and are maybe feeling a little down, then it's important to manage your expectations. What are you able to do? What would you feel comfortable doing? And do those things that bring you joy, make you feel peaceful, calm, and serene, okay? Also, when you're working, it's important for you to take time to take care of yourself, okay? One of the things I learned when I returned to nursing after a 3-year gap from not being able to work due to major depression is that when I'm working on a floor of a hospital, if I hear my brain saying, speed up, you need to go faster, you're going to fall behind. We all hear those kind of messages. I'll never get done if I don't speed up. Now I know that for me personally, that's when I say to myself very intentionally, slow down. Slow down, because if you speed up, you're going to be more prone to making errors. Things aren't going to go well. You're not going to think things through. So take your time, slow down. Whatever works for you, that is a piece of my self-care though, is that I know that if I hear a voice in my brain telling me to speed up, I am purposefully going to slow down. I'm going to slow down so that I can show up as my best self, right? So this is simple things though. Drink enough water during your shift. Stop for your bathroom breaks. Make sure that you have time, that you make or take time for your lunch break and leave the unit for 30 minutes. Okay, this isn't rocket science, but I want to encourage you that even on your busiest day, taking a lunch break is going to allow you to come back feeling more refreshed and restored so that you can continue with the rest of your shift. Okay, so take care of yourself, especially at a time like this. Number 3, stay connected with your loved ones. This is important. And so, when you have breaks on your shift, then, communicate with your loved ones and, let them know when you're going to be around, find out what people are doing. Also, when you're off in the evenings is another time that if you have a few minutes to connect with your family and just kind of check in and see what's going on. This will help you to feel supported and connected during this time, even though you're working during the holiday. There's still ways for you to feel connected. You might even chat with your coworkers about what are your plans like when you're on your day off. What are you going to be doing tomorrow? After we're done working, what are you going to be doing? What are your plans? Where will you be going? And just kind of share your stories. It's also okay to share, I'm really kind of sad about this. I haven't had to work a holiday in a long time, and I really feel, separated from my family. Whatever. It's okay to share, and it's okay to talk about those things. Support each other. Also, number 4, access peer support and/or employee assistance programs. So, if you're feeling that, maybe working during the holidays is adding additional stress that is considerable to your life, if it's causing you more anxiety than you believe is normal or than is normal for you, then reach out for some peer support, check out your employee assistance program, definitely talk to your supervisor, find some resources for yourself so that you can connect to support sooner rather than later. I've been there, done that with major depression, and I know what it's like to wait far too long to seek intervention. And so I really speak from the perspective of do what you can to fill your own cup before it's completely empty. Before it's completely empty, because waiting too long just means a longer recovery time. Whereas if you intervene for yourself when you're just starting to feel a little more stress or a little more anxiety in your life than usual, or even a little more depression, then the odds are by intervening sooner, you're going to have a much better outcome. Okay. And lastly, practice gratitude and reflection. One of the things I wanted to really just share during this is how beneficial just journaling can be. And I mean longhand journaling with a pen and a piece of paper or a diary type book, something like that. I do this every day myself, and it's a wonderful practice that allows me to let go of all the things, all the burdens that I feel. It lets me acknowledge them. And it also allows me to reflect on what am I grateful for? What are the good things in my life and that kind of thing. And when I focus more on gratitude, I tend to come away feeling so much more at peace than before. So I hope that these few tips have been helpful for you. If you are working the holiday, I've been where you are. I know what that's like. And we here at Nurses Feed Their Young, we see you, we value you, we appreciate you. And I want to encourage you to hop into our online peer support community with your 30-day free trial. We're going to be around on Christmas Day. There's going to be some of us in the online peer support community who are available for nurses on that day. And so I hope that we can connect with you there to support you even more. Thank you for tuning in. I wish you a wonderful holiday season. Bye for now.